All right, Tom, go ahead and kick us off.
Critch, you got to like a game where you guys go up 1-0 and make it 2-0 and make it 3-0. I haven't seen games like that.
Not since I've been sitting here. Something we worked on in training all week and even last week was what's the mentality like when we score a goal. Too often I've sat in this chair and we've started the game well, we've scored a goal and we've had a little bit of a passive behaviour, and today wasn't the case. So that shows massive growth in the team. Just to go in and get a goal and build on that momentum, build on that aggressiveness, what favoured us to get goals. So to go up 3, I thought was fantastic. And then the penalty comes, Roman makes the save. I think it's one of the loudest the stadium's cheered for, which was great, and that's absolutely the right moment to do so. But it gets brought back. But, you know, I felt like for this team this year, that's been moments that have gone against us. But today, the difference is we put ourselves in a position of such a controlled moment with 3-0 that even when it doesn't go our way, we can still come away with 3 points.
The importance of Jaziel's goal, and not an easy one, and not a guy that you expect to score a goal in that way, in that situation.
No, but we spend a lot of time in all the areas, set pieces. We're very organised. Alex does a great job with set pieces, even first phase, second phase, making sure guys are in the right positions. And then even for a fullback to go and put the ball in the far corner like he did, I was super happy for him. So he's come into this group and he's been brave. You know, he's come from the second team. He's been brave. He's adapted right away. The team has welcomed him with open arms. So I was really happy for him tonight.
And then Nashville had some chances to almost get a shutout against a team like that and to keep Surge and Mukhtar basically shut down.
Yeah, that's you know, I think they had, I want to say Surge and Mukhtar had 29 goals maybe together so far this season. We knew their threats. We knew how we had to counteract their threats and combat it. And again, we were so close. Yet there's a penalty at the end that gives them the opportunity. But I was very happy tonight. We scored 3 goals, but I thought the defensive performance was also phenomenal from these guys, and that's an area we've been spending time on. So that was happy to see.
Justin.
Coach, and then following up on that defensive performance, Falud Fall has a great first game in MLS and Energizer Park. And what do you think about his performance and just some of the big tackles that he made early on? Yeah,
against the ball, he was brilliant. On the ball, we've asked him to be brave. We've asked him to try and play out. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 straight passes, but that's okay. That's going to happen, especially as you adjust and adapt to the league and to the style that I'm asking for. But defensively, he had a moment where he's slide tackling, I think 3 times consecutively on the ground. His aerial threat was fantastic. And his leadership's getting better. I'm hearing him in moments on the field as well. So good, first performance for him here. So I was very, very happy for him.
Has he been, it seems like he's been adjusting quickly to just what the team is expecting out of him also.
I think so. Yeah, I think he's come in and he's felt comfortable right away. I give the locker room massive credit for that, especially when guys come from overseas. If their teammates open them with welcome arms, it makes the transition so much smoother for them. So it's been good for him.
And then just on the young players in general on this team, Sangbin gets his first goal. He had good performances from just some of the younger players. What does it mean to have this performance with those players playing well as well?
I mean, for me, it's when these guys came in, I thought, I'm going to go away from the question a little bit. I thought Devon was also fantastic today. He deserves a shout out. But Devon, Sangbin, Falou, bringing in new energy into this team and new faces has massively helped this group. So for Sangbin to get on the score sheet, I thought was good. I think, was he the one that had the chance in the first minute of the game, maybe? Super early, that just went wide. So it's nice for him to get on the score sheet and feel comfortable now, because all attacking players, once they get a goal, their confidence should just rise and rise.
Let's go Charlie, then Raul.
Hey, Coach. There's a lot of uncertainty heading into next year with the amount of players on club options and a lot of contracts expiring. How do you, as a leader in the locker room and as the coach of this team, try to keep your players centered and with the goal of just going out there day in and day out and focusing on the game at hand?
Yeah, the present moment that I talk about with these guys is the only thing that we can really try and control. So for these guys that are on options, just training hard, playing well in training, but then also coming out on the weekend and putting in performances like that will only help their case. So as easy as it might be to get distracted in these moments, I think they're doing a decent job right now, just trying to stay focused on what they can control, which is their daily performances. So that's what I try to help them with and guide them in. So hopefully that's coming across and they just try to remain focused.
Raul.
Coach, congrats on the win, first of all. Second, I want to say Jaziel, of course, scored a goal today. That's massive. But knowing he's not a natural fullback that goes offensively like the modern fullbacks go today, like Devin, are you expecting that from him? Because the way that I see it, I don't know, you may correct me on this one, it's that we're going to see him play more as a fullback than as a center back. Is that right?
Possibly. I mean, for Jaziel, when he came into this group, he was very versatile. So he's a comfortable defender naturally to play in 4 positions. Now with the addition of Falou, with Henry getting back, Kessler, I know we didn't see him tonight, but he's back to almost full fitness. That centre back position's pretty loaded, and I'm pretty comfortable with. So we'll probably see him more in the wide areas as a fullback. I know he's not an attacking fullback, but he is a very good footballer that can read moments. So probably more as a fullback, yes. And for him, I was just happy he got on the score sheet.
Also in the corners and the throws, usually in the corners, what I saw today, it's that you guys were usually playing short first, but then on the throws you were going like straight to the box. So can you like walk me through like with your coaching staff, how do you decide that?
Again, I can just only give credit to Alex goalkeeper coach that spends a ton of time with these guys on set pieces. We knew defending wise, they had a really good first contact on corners. So the option was to play it short and try and unbalance them, move them around the field before the ball came into the box. However, on throw-ins, when you have a player like Devin that has that, let's call it special weapon, it's almost like a corner kick, right? So we can utilize that moment a little bit more. But yeah, it was all designed by Alex today, so I give him full credit.
Congrats, coach.
Thank you.
Yes, I noticed that the communication between players was probably key to the success today. What was that, what it flowed, the communication, and so things were efficient? Was there any specific practice to have that be efficient and effective?
I wouldn't say we spent any extra time on it. It's just been something I focus on all the time with these guys. They probably hear me use the word communication 10 times a week, just in how they communicate to each other, how they receive communication. So like most things, after a couple of weeks, when a new coach comes in with maybe a new philosophy, it just takes a little bit of time to get settled. But for me, how they treat each other, how they communicate, so important. And I think this team took a step in the right direction tonight in a lot of areas. Communication being one of them.
Let's go with Rocky, then finish with Tom.
Seems like you guys were able to push them out to the flanks a lot of this game. How important was the ability to drop Ustrak into that kind of flat 3 midfield? I know it's been a different look than you've shown a lot of teams, and it looked like it was useful today in helping slow down Nashville.
Yeah, we knew a lot of their opportunities come from the central areas, so we wanted to just remain like really compact. And one of the messages to the team was make their fullbacks their quarterbacks or their ball players today. They had a little span in about the 35 to 45 moment where they found some good success, more than I wanted. So at halftime, we just adjusted the shape again and just had more like a flat 5, just to kind of eliminate Devin being in them 2v1s quite a lot, which helped as well. But yeah, just eliminating the central areas on Nashville was a key to our game this week. And I thought the guys done a pretty good job at that.
Tom?
Padelford seems to be making big contributions up and down this. He's been a big addition to this team, I guess we'll say.
Yeah, he's got a when we looked at his profile and we looked at bringing him in, we knew a physicality and his engine was something that was a massive strength of his. He took a week or 2 to get adjusted to the heat, but he's getting quickly adjusted to it now, coming from Minnesota. So hopefully he just gets fitter and sharper every game, but he can cover a lot of ground, as we all seen tonight. So he's going to be a good weapon for us moving forward.
Did it seem to you like Mukhtar stopped on the penalty kick?
Did I what?
Did it seem like Mukhtar stopped his forward progress?
Yeah,
on the first penalty kick?
I was something I've talked about for these guys a lot is, and Roman with his training and his performances, Roman deserves a clean sheet so much. And we were so close tonight. Then he makes the save, and I think he makes a double save, if I remember. Like got cleared and makes the double save. Only for it to get brought back, but that was what I was talking about. Just sometimes the luck hasn't gone our way as a team this year. But what the difference tonight than other days was that didn't define the end result for us, and that's what we have to control is try to be so dominant in games that even if a little bit of a moment doesn't go our way, it shouldn't impact the end result. So Roman's clean sheet is coming pretty soon here. I can give you guys my word on that.
Say in the moments with Orozco's goal and Klauss's goal, those are moments that so many times this year haven't gone your way, and both of them catch the post on the way in. It's just, was that just one of those things, it was bound to happen sooner or later where you'd get the breaks?
I think so. I think I use the word momentum a lot, and this is a momentum hopefully shift in our direction. Yeah, we've every game when we look at performances, when we look at how we just control the game and take away almost the final result, we've had a lot of really good performances, and like our XG tonight was 2.6, 2.7. We've had higher in this year so far and lost games. So it just shows that, it's starting to shift in our favor. Let's just say that. So I'm happy with that.
Awesome. We'll finish up in the back here.
Coach, PD just signed his contract this week. This is his first game, his first performance. What do you think about his showing tonight?
I think he's our good luck charm, and he's done fantastic. So it was nice to see Roman walk him out on the field and get him accustomed to Roman and the team. And we've started off pretty sharp with 1-0 with him by our side. So hopefully we can go 2-0 next week with PD. So I'm a big dog lover. I have 2 dogs myself back at home. So I'm excited to see PD around a lot.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
It's looking good.
Plus, I just feel a game unlike a lot you've played this year where you guys scored and scored again. And we always talked about making it 2-0. And did it feel like you did the things you want to do on the attack tonight?
Yeah, I think when you score 3 goals, you have a big chance to win the game. So we know that we are having ups and downs during the season, but yeah, you can see that the team is improving. Of course, the results are not there, so it's difficult to really say like, oh, this team is getting better. But we know like what Critch is doing with us, and we know what we're doing day by day. Also, we're getting healthy finally. So yeah, we are happy with the game that we played tonight.
What was the impact of Jaziel's goal putting you guys up 1-0?
Yeah, it's always good to score first. We know that. So yeah, it was a really important goal for us.
And not a guy that, though, you expect to score a goal, and it was a pretty nice goal too.
Yeah, another set piece. Alex have been work a lot with us, giving us a lot of options. So credit to Ozzy, credit to Alex as well.
Justin?
Yeah, João, what was the atmosphere like in the locker room? You're up 2-0. There haven't been a ton of opportunities to get to that point this year, but to come out and just keep that pressure on through the second half, like what was the feeling coming into the second half?
Yeah, I think we have a pretty good locker room. We are very hard on us. We try to push each other to the limit always. We know that we have to do more. I think we are doing more. We push each other in training. We have been training very, very well. I think it's just the results were not there, but the performance was there as well. So I think today was the complete package. Good performance, good win.
Does it feel like a bit of a reward for just the work that like Critchley has been talking about, training going well the past 3 weeks, and to finally have a result from it?
Yeah, for sure. Was really important. I think we had a very good win against Portland here, and then the next games were not good enough. We know that. So yeah, but we keep pushing. We thinking game by game, and yeah, we want to finish the season strong.
Raul?
Parabéns, Klaus. Conclusión sobre o jogo de Tue. Conclusión sobre o jogo.
Yeah, it was a good game. I think in the end of the game, we still have to improve a few things. I still think that we have to suffer a little bit less than we did, especially in the last 15-20 minutes. But yeah, the commitment was there, the effort was there from everybody. Also, one thing that we talk about a lot is not just 11 players that start the game, it's also the guys that come in. So I think everybody that come in the second half put a lot of work in. And yeah, that's a team win.
Parabéns.
Gracias.
We'll finish with Tom.
On your goal, did you see space there between the goalie and the post?
Yeah, I think that was my only chance. In this situation, I think we have to give a lot of credit to Edu because he weighed the ball very, like he weighed the ball perfect, giving me a chance to finish with my first touch. And yeah, I think in this position, like you have to finish strong, you have to put power. And when I see this gap, I think that was my chance.
Yeah, was the end there kind of nervous, especially when they get, there's 12 minutes of added time that even at 3-1, it was a bit nervy?
I mean, there was a lot of stop in the second half, but I feel that we had very similar games before that it wasn't that long the extra time. Of course, it's hot. You could see like all the players on the field, even the Nashville players, they were also struggling. But yeah, that's not what we want to see after being winning 3-1. That we have 12 minutes more to play. But yeah, I think the team handled it very well.
Bros, thank you. Appreciate it, brother.
Interesting. Sure. Guys, have a good night. Almost saying.
Guys, just so you know, really
Yeah, that's fake. Tom, go ahead.
Sangbin, how does it feel to get that first goal?
일단 오늘은 한국어로 인터뷰를 하려고 하는데 그리고
Today he plans on doing the interview in Korean, so I'll be helping him.
왜냐면은 좀 정확하게 얘기하고 싶은 것들이 좀 많아가지고
Because he wants to be really accurate with his feelings.
일단 오늘 경기에서 골 넣은 거에 대해서 이번 주 한 주를 준비하면서 되게 간절하게 준비를 했고 또
He said he's been preparing this week with some desperation. He really wanted to score this week as he was preparing this week.
그리고 전반전에 첫 슈팅이랑 뭐 후반전에 기회가 몇 번 왔을 때 못 넣었어가지고 오늘은 날이 아닌가 하고 생각을 하고 있었는데
He was starting to think that maybe today's not the day because he had some chances that he missed.
그래도 마지막에 골을 넣어가지고 기분은 굉장히 좋은 것 같아요.
But he's really happy because he ended up scoring a goal tonight.
It seemed like on the goal that you just got a very slight touch on it, but enough to redirect it in. Was that? Yeah.
뭐 그 상황에서 저도 모르게 몸이 먼저 반응해서 그냥 골을 넣게 됐던 것 같아요.
He reacted. He just had the fast reaction reflex, and before he even thought about it, so he got to score the goal.
Just how good is it to get this win against a good Nashville team and to hold them to only one goal?
일단 솔직히 어제 내시빌 경기를 좀 보고 분석을 하면서 혼자 그 저희 팀이랑 내슈빌이랑 뭐 어떻게 될 건지 한 3명의 사람들이 어떻게 예측하고 이런 거를 봤거든요.
So he watched yesterday on his own some of the Nashville's games, and he was trying to analyze it himself, and he watched also other three people's analyzations.
네, 거기서 내슈빌이 강하다고 그렇게 얘기하고 저희에 대해서 제가 생각하기에는 좀 저희를 좀 약한 팀이라고 생각을 해가지고 더 강하게 준비했던 것 같아요.
So in those videos, I guess people said, talked about how St. Louis is the weaker team, and everybody had expected Nashville would have won. So he was really hoping that we would get a win in.
Awesome. We'll go to Justin.
And Sangbin, I mean, how did it feel just to have like that first celebration in front of the crowd to have that first goal? And
일단 그걸 준비하면서 뭐 미디어 팀에서도 제가 미네소타 골 넣었을 때 셀러브레이션 한 거를 보여주면서 우리는 세인트루이스의 유니폼을 입고 이 세레머니한 너가 필요하다라고 얘기해서 그렇게 준비했던 것 같아요.
The media team showed him and told him that this is the celebration that we would like to see you do in this jersey, in St. Louis jersey. So he was preparing for it.
And then just you played well, but a lot of other young St. Louis players played well as well. And does it feel like you're all kind of moving in the same direction?
젊은 이렇게 어린 친구들도 같이 방향을 잘 잡고 있으니까.
일단 저는 저희 팀이 절대 약하다고 생각을 하지 않고 뭐 남들이 봤을 때는 일단 뭐 순위가 낮고 하니까 약팀이라고 생각을 할 수는 있지만 뭐 저는 이 팀에서 훈련을 해봤고 또 굉장히 강팀이라고 생각을 하기 때문에 선수들 조합도 그렇고 충분히 또 잘할 수 있다고 생각을 하고 있어요.
He does not think we are a weak team at all at this point, and he thinks the younger guys are doing really well as well. So he thinks we have a good team right now.
Raul?
You just mentioned it, the young guys are doing a great job. Do you think that the young guys are setting an example for the older guys right now?
어린 선수들이 오히려 좀 좋은 예가 돼주고 있는지.
사실 저희는 뭐 나이 많은 사람이라거나 아니면 또 어리다고 해서 누가 더 열심히 하고 이런 것보다는 제가 느끼기에는 일단 한 팀이라는 거를 더 많이 느끼고 또 나이 많은 경험 많은 사람들이 어린 사람들에게 또 많은 것을 알려주고 있기 때문에 그런 거에 있어서 많이 배우고 있는 것 같아요.
Yeah, he says he doesn't think that either young guys are teaching, showing example, or the other vice versa. He thinks we are having a very harmonious team and we're working well together.
Perfect. Thank you.
Tom, we'll finish with you.
How good is it for the team? You've only been here a short time, but how good is it for the team to get this win as it tries to put something together here at the end of the season, to finally take advantage of the chances and get goals?
뭐 일단 훈련하면서 선수들이 저한테 굉장히 많은 자신감을 또 심어주기도 하고 또 팀이 저를 뭐 새로 왔다고 해서 좀 무시하거나 그런 게 아닌 먼저 챙겨주거나 자신감을 많이 심어주기 때문에 그런 거에 있어서 많이 도움을 받는 것 같아요.
Says he's very grateful for the help that his teammates are giving him and all the support. He said his teammates are not leaving him out because he is new. He's getting extra support and a lot of encouragement from his teammates. So
Devin Padelford seems to be playing great. Is this what Devin? I mean, Devin wasn't playing much in Minnesota. But is this what Devin can do?
저는 일단 미네소타에 와서 같이 경기를 하면서 또 훈련을 하면서 이미 데빈이 너무 좋은 선수라는 걸 알고 있었기 때문에 뭐 여기 와서도 충분히 잘할 수 있고 또 경기만 뛴다고 하면은 더 좋은 모습들을 많이 보여줄 수 있을 거라고 생각하고 있었어요.
he knew that Devin is a really great player from training with him in Minnesota. And as long as he keeps playing, Sangbin thinks Devin will show really good performances.
Sangbin, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bowman?
Thank you, Bomi.
Thank you guys.
How's it? Hello guys, how are you? The chair, run the chair close to me. Okay. There we go. Tom, go ahead.
What did this game feel like for you with so much going on and including a goal?
Yeah, the goal was something that it's like an additional pump for myself in my career, something that I'll never forget. And with the fans, with everyone, with the huge crowd, it's always so nice to do that. But at the same time, there was a lot of time left to play with. So we knew that we've been in this situation before, that we 1-0 up and we wanted to get the second goal, and then after that get the third goal and keep on building from that. But it was something that I'm really, really proud of the group and of myself. Just keep on improving and having more minutes and getting the win.
You're not a guy that has scored a lot of goals in his career. I think this is the third. He had one next pro last year and one in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the ball comes to you, what goes through your mind to say, I'm now going to dribble to the end line and then shoot in an impossibly tight angle between the keeper and the post?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, from the set piece, like tactical standpoint, I'm more of like the blocker, you could tell. Like if anything comes back, just finish the play, even like just put it up. Once I saw that I had the space and I was in the box, I was like, try with your left foot. There's some times that I did that in training and I heard someone, I don't know who it was, like shoot. And I was like, just go for it with my left foot. Never use my left foot for anything at all. And now it's just felt it in my instincts and it just went through the net. Once I saw it in, it was in a feeling that I can't describe, to be honest.
I mean, was it surprising to you to go in?
Yeah, I mean, it was like keeper's pose. So I thought he was gonna get a save or just finish the play, with the shot. But once he went in, thank God. Yeah.
Oh,
Así es, primero que nada, felicidades, hermano. Lo dijiste en la semana, quiero meter gol, lo metiste ahora. Ahora yo te quiero preguntar, ¿te gustaría convertirte ahora que estás jugando más en un pilar del equipo, en un referente ahora que estás siendo titular?
Sí, al final de todo yo estoy haciendo mi rol. No es algo de ser como tú dijiste, ¿cómo dijiste?
Un referente.
Un referente. Sí, quiero que mis compañeros lo vean, pero al final de cuentas soy un jugador más. Soy un jugador joven que no tiene los minutos que los demás tienen, no ha tenido la experiencia que los demás tienen. Ahora sigo aprendiendo del partido al partido, pero en pocas palabras, sí, claro, soy joven, pero al mismo tiempo quiero que mis compañeros se sientan respaldados por mí y cada vez que tenga la pelota o a estar en la línea de atrás, ser una voz fuerte, una voz, un líder atrás que el grupo se sienta respaldado al mismo tiempo.
Y ya por último, ¿cómo te sientes respaldado de toda la gente, lo que has vivido pues esta semana, que toda la gente te quiere, te apoya ahorita que la afición pues corea tu nombre, que te dieron la comida, todo? ¿Cómo te sientes de ese apoyo de toda la gente?
No, es una bendición, la verdad. Yo me siento muy, como lo dije en esta semana, me siento muy respaldado por la gente latina, por la gente del club que me ha recibido con mucho cariño y nada, trato de responder con mis actitudes, con mi juego, como por lo mismo, por mis actitudes en el campo de juego, al ser agarrido, al hablar al equipo y todo eso, pero sí, muy agradecido y tratar de mantener esa relación con ellos.
Felicidades.
Muchas gracias.
go Justin and Matt.
Yeah, see, it was a great game from all the young players tonight, really, not just yourself, but just all the youngsters that have been either brought into the team recently or have been kind of given this opportunity. But what does it mean to have everyone just kind of build to this result?
No, it was something that I'm gonna give you an example. My Kai Joyner, every time he comes in, I'm so surprised because he's 17 or 18 years old and he plays like he's an experienced guy already, and he always comes in with such an energy. The other day against Aston Villa, McSorley, Miguel Perez, everyone that came from City 2, but also the young guys from the team, Falu coming in as well, having that energy and boosting up the team, in other words, so that we can get the win tonight. It was something that it was truly, really important for the group. But yeah, it's something that we need and we keep on building from that. Yeah.
And you mentioned Falu, but you haven't had a ton of time to play with him in the back line. But what is it like with having him back there to make some of those tackles that you made?
Yeah, he's a guy that has a lot of presence, has a lot of experience back in the French league, and we're so happy to have him. He's been settling in the group really well. And also I think he's my age at 21, I think. And yeah, we have a few conversations here and there. His English is pretty good, so I'm surprised. But yeah, it's a guy that we love to have in the back line, and he did really good tonight.
Thank you.
Matt.
I know you've been playing out of position a little bit at left back, but now you're at right back. You're right footed. You just said you don't use the left foot a lot. So a little bit more comfortable today than you had been over on the left side. Did that factor in at all?
Yeah, I mean, I love cutting inside. Even when I was playing, what's it called, left center back, I think I was getting really used to it. So a right side, sometimes like getting stuck with your right foot on the sideline, something that I was like, I wouldn't say nervous, but like trying to figure out still. But right now, it's something that it was going to figure out throughout the game. But yeah, at the same time, it's more comfortable because you get to pass with your right foot, get more technical abilities with your right foot. But yeah, just keep on building that from games.
We also saw you got a delivery of food on the field. Is there a little backstory to how that happened?
So yeah, I had a good podcast with Los Santos, and they were asking me about how if I tasted the famous ravioli, and I was like, not really. And they were like, come on, you need to try that. You need to get on that. So they promised me that they were gonna bring me it after the game if we won, and they delivered. So now I'm gonna enjoy it after the game.
We go Charlie, then Asia.
Jaziel, you're 21 years old. You've been with the first team for less than 2 months, and there's a rotation in the back line that's unprecedented with this team. I mean, you have so many players coming in, so many players coming back from injury, so many players going into injury, right? There's so many talented players in this back line. with all the rotation and all the change happening, how do you keep yourself centered? Mentally going into a game, knowing that you might have a mix and match of three people in the back four next to you. Like how do you prepare for a match in that sense?
No, it's just a lot of competition within the group. It's always a healthy competition within training sessions and people that are experienced and like us, me and Falu, 21 years old, JGR at the same time. It's a healthy competition that keeps us going. We know whoever gets in the back line, whoever plays on right side, left side, or whatever, is gonna do a good job because at the same time, like I keep on saying, it's a good competition that makes us want to play on the back line, want get in the starting line, but whoever comes in second half or comes in within the game, we know he's going to respond. It doesn't matter who plays, we're all going to respond. At the same time, whoever's on the bench is going to be ready.
And what do you think of the toaster ravioli?
I haven't tried it yet.
You haven't tried it?
I haven't eaten. So I was showering, talking to my family because it was always after the games. I talk to them. I take a long time. People get mad at me, but yeah, after the game. I mean, right now, after this, I'm gonna eat it for sure.
Thank you, João.
Y bueno, felicidades nuevamente, es padrísimo el golazo. Y también te quería preguntar, en el tiempo que has jugado con este equipo, hoy había una magia distinta. O sea, hoy a lo mejor fue la luna llena, no sé, ¿qué es lo que tú piensas que sucedió esta noche para que se diera el partido como se dio y triunfáramos?
Yo creo que estuvo ahí. Creo que esta vez pudimos meter la pelota. Es algo que estábamos compartiendo y, como se dice, hablando mucho en el grupo, meter la pelota dentro del arco y hoy se dio. Creemos que en otros partidos la suerte no estaba ahí o había algún desvío o no podíamos meterla, pero hoy todo resultado me tocó a mí, gracias a Dios, algo que no lo tenía planeado ni imaginado, pero también el golazo de Klauss, la jugada que salimos de atrás es algo que venimos trabajando y cuando se da, yo sé que David Critchley está contentísimo hoy y también Sangbin metiendo uno para el equipo, su primero para el equipo, es algo que el grupo estaba muy emocionado. Después de meter uno, queremos ir por el segundo, es algo que estábamos buscando, tener una ventaja de 2 goles, algo que también estamos buscando en el entrenamiento y hoy se transmitió en el partido.
Finish it, Tom.
Nashville comes into the game with two of the best offensive players in the league in Mukhtar and Surge. You guys almost got a shutout. How good does the defensive effort tonight feel?
Oh, good. We talked about it throughout the week. We knew we had, I don't know what they have, 29 goals. It's something impressive and props for them. But I think we're really, really focused within the back line to stay compact, to be aggressive at the same time, but also be really organized. So that came through Timo, came through Falu, a lot of communication with us. And we knew that this guys in 1 second, they couldn't make a difference, whether it was a shot or individual act from them. But props to our team, props to David Critchley to keeping us focused within that, and everyone with the staff giving us information how to maintain the zero on the back. Yeah.
Were you praying there at the end after the game?
Yeah, I'm such a faithful person. I always say in some interviews, and I was just thanking God for everything that He does in my life, and that I'm not worthy of it. It's always His grace, and I'm always gonna be happy about it. Yeah.
Awesome. Ozzy, thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.